Okay, so today we're going to learn how to make one of these bowl cozies. They're super easy to make. So this is what we need to complete our project. We need some 100% cotton fabric. Do not use metallic fabric. And we need these pre-cut batting from Gypsy Quilter for the batting. We will need a 100% cotton thread, and we will need a 90/14 needle. Universal is fine. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to lay our batting on our fabric. The directions have you use squares, but as long as your fabric is the same size as your batting, that's fine. And we're just going to put them on both. And then I'm going to take it to the machine and I'm going to sew diagonally from here to here and from here to here on both of these. Okay, so now I have finished stitching the diagonal lines. I used a 3.5mm stitch length. And the next thing we need to do is just trim the fabric around the batting. Okay, so I have now trimmed the fabric around the batting. So the next step is I am going to take these pieces and I'm going to fold them here, and this is where we're going to sew darts. So you will sew a 1/4 inch away from the cut edge of the batting, so from here to here on the 4 spots of where the darts are. I'm going to pin them in place. So I'm just lining up this cut edge of the batting with this cut edge of the batting. And so I will do that for both panels, and then I will sew them. Okay, so I now have my 2 panels with the dart sewn. So you can see here, I started stitching here and I finished here. So it'd be about a 1/4 inch away from the cut edge of the batting. I did secure my stitches at the start and at the finish, the end there. And I did use a smaller stitch length. So I used a 2.5mm stitch length for that part. So the next step is we are going to put these 2 together. So it's going to be right side to right side. And I like to start by lining up the darts. And what I do is I like to push one dart to one side and the other dart to the other side, so the bulk is not all in one spot, and then pin that. Okay, and then I'm going to pin top of the scallops here. Just making sure that everything is lining up. Okay, so now I'm going to take it to the machine and I am going to stitch all the way around the top of this. You can use about a 1/4 inch or you can use a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and I would use a shorter stitch length, so the 2.5mm, but you do need to leave an opening to turn it right side out. So I'm going to leave about 2 inches, maybe 3 inches right here where I do not stitch so that I can turn the cozy right side out. Okay, so I have sewn all the way around except for the little opening to turn the cozy. Now at the darts, I pivot where the darts are. So I'm going to stitch here, I'm going to put my needle in here, and lift up my presser foot and turn the cozy and then continue stitching on. So you pivot there and then you just follow the rest of it. Now I like to clip into those pivot spots so that when we turn this right side out, it's going to turn nicely. But that's about the only thing you really need to clip. So I've clipped all those. Now I'm going to reach into the opening and pull it right side out. So you're just gonna pull all of it out. So, and then just kind of, sometimes I like to roll it to get those curves to come out nicely. Okay. You could give it a press if you wanted, but it doesn't necessarily really need it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn under this piece. Sometimes I like, because it's a curve, I like to turn it under and pin it in place. And then I will do the same on the other side and match them up. Because we need to close this opening. Okay, so once you've got that pinned in place, you're going to take a hand needle, so once you've got that in place, you're going to take a hand sewing needle. Using your cotton thread, you are going to stitch that close. So you can use a whip stitch or you can use a ladder stitch, and then your cozy is all finished. So one of these packages will do 4 bowl cozies. So that's plenty to use for yourself or to give away as gifts. And there you go, how to make a bowl cozy.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And leave us a comment. We love hearing from you.